Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Curse of Mother Misery. Tonight we're playing the module Curse of Strahd, but it's changed, transformed, and we're playing in the system and the setting of Frostmark RPG, everything created by Noah. There's a content warning for tonight of bad language, heavy topics, perhaps some gore and gothic horror. And we have a wonderful cast of players. Like a lady half of Megas played by Julie. Hello.
Hey guys, what are we doing? I feel like I have a little bit of a blank here.
Amartya Cheshire Warlock played by Cookie. Hello, welcome.
Hello. Private soul going dark.
Next up to Stadia Tiefling Bard played by Adriano.
Quick, who's got the squeaky toy?
And suddenly not least, Sir Asphodel Dragonborn Paladin played by Erinox. Hello.
Hello.
What happened last time, gang?
Last time?
Yeah.
On Dragon Ball Z?
No, last time on Curse of Mother Misery. Last time on Trauma Team. What station did we
Team
leave?
Trauma?
Yeah.
Choo Choo, the sadness station. Well, we started off, right? We can do this collaboratively, guys. Don't have to remind me. I know that Cookie's like a little bit tired and Lyria's, Julie's a little bit, distracted and wasn't there. But, started off.
Wasn't there. That's
yeah, exactly. So we started off resolving this issue with a popper that had infiltrated our camp, and Hamatia had helped dispatch it by, first calling out everyone.
Well, actually, last episode we started on a very sad note as Nyx flew up into the sky.
Oh, I was getting to that.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Calm your tits.
No.
So we resolved that, and then the kid fell asleep, and we're like, okay, time to resume our watches. And then, indeed, steal my thunder. The Nyx had the words of Alir in his head about what she heard whilst flying on the back of. God, I forget the names of the birds. Dusk and Dawn or something.
You don't know.
Okay. No, I don't know.
Didn't you introduce them?
I did.
By the river?
Yeah, Nyx asked the names.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was Dusk and Dawn.
Yeah,
It's Dusk and Dawn.
Yes!
Correct.
Yes. And it's not Ebony and Ivory, Jesus, Hemo. And Nyx was like,
Yin and Yang.
good and bad, angel and devil. So Nyx was, a little bit pensive, and he said to himself whilst he was on his watch that he had to hear for himself. He had to check something, and he, for the first time, cast Fly on himself and went straight up into the clouds, into the mist, and attempted to listen for people that he knew. And whilst he wasn't able to differentiate between the voices that were whispering through this mist, he did see that the soul in which he used to cast Fly disperse, and because he did really want to keep control of it, I suppose, and it goes up into the mist, and instead of just leaving, it hits a sort of invisible barrier, and it keeps trying to leave, but like a fly at a window pane almost, I think. Until it slowly disperses and then mingles with the mist. So basically, I guess it's the mist equal all the lost souls, and that made Nyx sad. So
sad. Also, in the arms of an angel.
They ain't there yet.
All right.
yeah, so Nyx came back down and he's like, oh. And then when Julie wasn't here, Nyx actually went into Illyria's tent and just boomed her, cuddled her.
Cuddled up.
Yeah, because he was heckin' sad that he got this impression that all the souls of his friends and family that have died along the way are no longer.
To deal.
Yeah. Just need a cuddle, man.
Thanks for letting me know.
Well, like Illyria was sleeping
Yeah. We had
until then, like you woke up Illyria. So Illyria didn't do anything, I don't think, and then that was the end of the sleeping arrangement thingy. And then we kind of went off and did another hike and hike. And exactly, what was he supposed to do without a blanket? And Illyria, it's like right there. So we went walking towards the werewolves, and we discovered, actually in the morning, we discovered from what's his freaking name?
Hans.
Hans, the kid with the fuzzy curse. He was like, well, I think that there's another person there, and we like had this conversation with the kid, and he's like pointing us to the direction. So he was our guide, saying like he knew where it was, but he didn't want to go too close. So he said, it's cool. You just stay outside. You just take us there, where the entrance is, where the back door is, kind of thing, and we'll leave you behind with Milivoy and Hans together in the snow, whilst Asphodel was a snow crocodile for a brief moment.
Love that moment.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
Literally
A snow crocodile.
in her element.
Mm-hmm. And then we like realized, okay, we've got to climb, and Asphodel was like, I got this, I fucking got this, and he just like climbs up the side of a mountain, and everyone else is like looking at this is saying nuh-uh, and then they looked at Hamatia with big old puppy eyes and like, could you get some more birds, please? Because we ain't gonna climb. So we all met at the top, and we saw like there was this sort of, I guess what we came down to, it was more like a combat ring or some sort of like ring where they fight or something, because there's like some bones and some blood and like a circle. And then we did a sneak inside for the first time, saying, okay, we're gonna go see what's what. And we did the heckin' sneak, and then like halfway through when we got there, we're like, wait, shit, we didn't ask Hans who we're looking for, what they look like.
So you successfully sneaked out.
Yeah, we backed up. Like, wait, things haven't, been learned properly. We're not good at infiltrating, guys. So yeah, we went back down. No, Hamachi was like, I'm just gonna jump on Dusk and like wing it back down real quick and speak to Hans. And he's like, yeah, this blonde chick, I guess. And then back again and like sneak take two.
Yeah.
And so like we snuck in, and a couple of people that we saw were not of that description, so we keep sneaking in, and there was this room with this lady praying to some statue that Nick's got the heebie-jeebies about because he's seen it before. And with a bit of back and forth, the party is poised to lurch, to jump in, to lunge forward into the room and start some shit.
Yeah. And into that very tense moment, we shall return. Thank you so much. Oh. Okay, let's go. Jump into here. Let's back up actually a tiny amount just to give you the benefit of Lyria not being here. Oh, let's do it like this. Well, actually, Harmonia was probably in the back, and Lyria.
Yeah, Hamachi has sent Sol to go warn Asphodel and the birds to come in.
Yes. So, ever so carefully, you made your way across the slightly damp cave floor as silently as you could. You darted past the sight line of the two women playing cards in the outcropping as you attempted to ignore the discordant tunes coming from that echoing flute somewhere deeper within. As Nyx leaned up against the rock wall just ahead and quickly glanced into the next branch in the tunnels. He hesitated for a split, nail-bitingly anxious second. The people behind him, Illyria, Hamartia, and Esmeralda, cannot see what he can see, and moving past the stone archway may very well alert the direwolf across the room. Yet, the children are here. The reason why all of you have traveled here, in cages made out of wood and scrap metal. And he can clearly see Jeska, Father Lucian's son, sitting dejectedly in one of them, just a stone's toss away. But there are complications. Of course, there is. The shape of a woman, dressed in tattered furs and hides, kneeling before a statue that most assuredly makes Nyx uneasy. It is a statue of a woman with leather wings and bat ears that he saw once in a dream. A shared dream between Illyria, Asphoda, and Nyx. So, you must make a decision. Every fraction of a second you linger makes it more likely that the woman playing cards looks up and sees all of you. So, Teen Trauma, you have that split second. What will you do?
So this is a moment for Illyria to pick up.
Yes. Julie, you're muted.
Well, I mean, I think we are committed to this now, so...
But you have a moment.
I mean, I guess Lyra is ready to do this as much as you guys are.
Okay.
So am I
Then-
meant not to see anything?
Oh, I didn't fix your thingy. Onegaishimasu. There you go.
Thank you.
Alright, so Nyx looks back at Illyria with a question mark on his face. Illyria nods back, reaching for your weapon.
Yes. She kind of gives Nyx a nod, reaching
Alright,
for the rapier.
Hamartia sends up Soul. Nyx, do you go in?
Yeah.
Okay. Then, let's roll initiative.
Hell yeah.
Heck yeah!
Let's go. It's trauma time.
It's traumatizing time.
Yeah, we're gonna traumatize you to death, so you won't have trauma because you're dead. Okay. Then, do I roll for soul right now, or?
He has his own initiative.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, because I currently is out of the map, so.
Well, as for those two, so. And you have to roll for the burbs as well.
Can you add
Yes.
Asphoda's token on there? It's not attaching.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I put a spectral soul here, so I can roll initiative for him.
Oh, he was right over here. I've just moved him a little bit further since he
Oh
was-
shit.
But it's okay.
Oh god, now there are two of them.
They're multiplying.
Army of souls!
This was his master plan.
So this was 6 to Asphoda.
I'm putting an imaginary giant eagle here, so I can roll initiative for them.
Yes, please do.
Actually, it's supposed to be just big, not giant.
Yeah, they're supposed to be large.
Slightly less giant eagle.
Are they supposed to be medium or large? No, they're large, right? Otherwise you couldn't
large,
carry a
no.
medium. Yeah. For sure. Okay. Oh, I need to add it. There you go.
I get the 20.
Woof. Okay, pretty good verb. Okay, so you basically have. Let's put the verb in the back. Here, perfect. You have a round of surprise here since nobody knows that you're here. So, Nyx, kind of fittingly, being at the top of the round, what do you want to do?
You got to jump on these bad boys. I think I need to. As we go in, I'm gonna use my action to, as we're all grouped together, cast Bless.
On the three of them?
Yeah, Hamatia, Illyria, and Bexxy.
Okay.
And I will check.
Good. Yes. All right. It's definitely a loud kind of muttering of a spell, and there are some heads that are turning.
Yeah, and then I will rush in, because I don't want to get jumped from behind, and I will announce myself
Oh,
to the room
okay.
and say, "We are here to take back that who you have stolen. Mark my words, you will pay for this."
Nice. You look very cool. That's the most important thing, right?
No, yeah, for sure. I
Yes.
put on a heckin' power pose with my fists on my hips. You know, whole managerial type training.
All right. So the giant eagles doesn't know that they're supposed. Wait, no, you can speak with them telepathically, right?
No, we can't.
No.
We're waiting for Soul.
Right. So
So I
They-
guess you can say if they can prepare their action to do so. If I want to be mean Maxi about
well,
it.
they are waiting for
Yeah,
someone.
they're on standby.
They are on standby, so they're ready to go at the moment's notice. Right. Soul will, I assume, travel and
Yeah.
dash and move.
Yep. He has,
Moving 16.
So he's just sprinting, flapping his little wings as fast as he can.
Yes, which is almost at the end of the tunnel, but not enough. It's almost at the end of the tunnel. But maybe Aspida will be alerted to some loud noise. We shall see. But for now, Aspida and the eagles do not know to come because the soul cannot travel the length of the tunnel in one turn. Since you started from your position. Okay, Illyria, let's go. You're muted. Julie, what do you want to do on your turn?
My Discord was positioned incredibly awkwardly.
Possessed.
I had to drag it like all the way up to get to the unmute button. Illyria is going to. I mean, I guess we're going in, so she's gonna dash.
Okay, you're just straight sprinting in there to.
And as she does so, as a bonus action, Esmeralda is non initiative.
Remember, we have this whole turn is something that they're not gonna attack us on. So
Yes.
you can prep an action if you want to light your lightsaber or something like that.
I think she does. I think this is like a rapier sort of thing. I mean, she might. Okay, never mind. Then as a. Where was she?
Yeah, right there.
To here, right?
Yeah.
And as an action, I mean, she doesn't have much in terms of action. Let me be completely honest here, that aren't stabbing shit, so.
Well, you can activate your weapon as an action.
Yeah, you can do so many actions. You can dash, or you can
Combat
Yes.
roll.
do a
Yeah,
combat
yeah.
roll. You can cast through strike.
I'm just thinking, like, if she uses it here, like, Strahd's gonna figure it out probably somehow, right?
Well, we already committed to that.
Yeah, true.
There's no going back.
Yeah, so I guess she's gonna dash up and light the lightsaber. I'm not gonna say it out loud.
There it is! Never! Okay.
Yeah, the power of Grayskull.
I have
Journey is never an acceptable necessity in a cruel world.
Yeah!
I'm saving the whole thing for when we eventually confront Strahd.
Okay.
That- oh.
Imagine like Leah saying it as fast as she can possibly can in like 6 minutes.
Journey is never an acceptable necessity in a cruel world. I want to enforce this will with the sword in hand. Even if my flesh may run out, my skin may burn in its side.
Yes. I mean, it's 5 seconds for a reason.
Yeah. I like to think if she would do that, the sword would probably not turn on on account of it being the way it is.
Being assassin.
Fuck you.
And as
Okay.
a bonus action, I'm going to give myself a +2 to my AB.
Hey, martial sprint.
Yes.
Woo!
Okay, S's turn. She is gonna crack her neck, and she's gonna go, finally. And because of her Exterminator of Woe feature, she can dash as a bonus action and gain 1 more action on their turn. So,
So
Oh,
close.
so close.
Jag ser, jag
So
hältar
close. Okay,
jag hältar bättre att spela. Det gör vi.
Then we're just gonna move in and cast a spell then instead.
Is it true strike?
No, sadly not. She doesn't have that. Well, you know, why not? Let's do a scorching ray. Her eyes lit up this deep purple as she fires off this spell. Right, I need to do that, and then she has against in her. Ooh, she just makes the soul check. And then we have 3 attacks, 16, 25, and 12. And 2 of those hit. The woman who was kneeling and muttering started to was standing up as Nyx entered and is just turning her torso and moving her head slightly to the side as the last fire ray that was supposed to hit her impacts the statue actually behind, but dissipates with no trace of fire. The statue seems to be slightly weird. And there's definitely a sound of pain and confusion as she's just taking you guys in these split seconds. Samardia, what do you want to do?
Yeah. How much do we go? 1, 2, 3 over here. Let's see, what do we have here? I need to get battleground. Okay, cool. Quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Do these 2 schmucks over there notice what the fuck is going on?
Yes, during this combat round, they're looking up and dropping their cards and looking at you shocked.
I see, and they don't have any. And this is the corner of a cavern, right? Like these spaces.
Yeah, it's like an outcropping of the cave, like
Cool.
a little room.
Martia is going to wave a little toodaloo to them, and she's going to put both of her hands on the ground and cast spike growth over here, being the epicenter of it.
Oh, right.
Nice.
It was for a radius of 4 meters, right?
Yeah.
Damn.
Just as a reminder, Asphoda might need to go through there.
Yeah.
You walked through before.
I was bothered by that.
Wait.
Just
Wait.
making sure.
So you still have a path over here. So this is like a clear path. So it goes all on over here like this. Like this being the epicenter.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, narrow path, I see.
Yeah.
You can jump it.
I need to do a vibe
well.
check.
Here. I'm gonna like place it like this.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. Cool. Soul check.
Yeah, do it. Oof.
Yeah. Montia passes the vibe check.
Yeah.
She blows
are good.
them.
Your vibes are good.
She blows them a kiss and
Oh.
goes over. 1, 2. I already moved twice, so that's 3, 4, and I think she'll stay over here. Watch for the rear.
Okay.
For now.
Absolutely.
It's the turn.
Alright.
Det får du från att vara
Okay. Asphoda.
stylized western.
There are some sounds that echo up to you, especially of the spike growth just appearing from the ground, or like stones. Make me a perception intelligence as you're waiting for a sign to see if you're able to hear what's going on before Soul is coming to you.
Oh, okay. I mean, if you said that she hears something like a spike growth.
Yeah, it's a might. It's a might. That's why we're doing a perception intelligence.
All right, perception.
Jag håller det video.
That's a nat 1.
You're enjoying the wintry weather, you know, out there. You let your mind slip a little bit. You're like, it's so nice. I don't feel hot anymore. Like, this is comfortable.
Okay, I think she's like kind of like tapping her foot, like when's the fight happening? When's some action happening?
All right, restless.
Yeah, so she's kind of looking at her blade, making sure like, is it sharp here? Is it sharp? As she's tapping her foot. Can she at least ready in action though to spring in when
Yes.
when the signal is sent?
Yes, for sure.
All
You're
right.
ready to go. All right. Then let's add some people to the initiative order, shall we?
Ooh.
Woo!
Þeir gerðu það.
By the way, is music supposed to be playing? Because I can't hear it.
You mute the tab or something?
No, I just don't hear other than your guys' voice.
Okay.
From Roll20?
Yeah, Roll20.
I hear music.
Okay. I'm looking at it, it says like the beast snarls.
Yeah,
Right.
it's a 10-minute loop.
Okay.
but let
so it's
me-
stuck at 140 for me, it's not going.
Let me redo it to see if that helps.
Það akkur málið. Þeir eru...
I can be the spooky music. We can do this at Capella, guys.
I can try to
Dum, dum, dum,
play
dum, 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 dum.
music on my
Aiden, do the percussion.
Free music.
So, Aiden, do you want to do the percussions and I'll do the bass line? Ashford, do you want to be the strings?
Oh god, the strings.
Do you hear anything now?
It's going.
Do you hear anything now?
I think I do.
Alright, okay,
You
good.
can...
What is your dex mod, Dix?
My dex mod?
Yes.
1 billion.
Uh-huh.
It's on my name. Oh, my dex mod. Sorry, I thought you said AV. I don't know why I said. Dex mod is +2.
Alright, then I go first. Well, she takes a step back, impacted by the fire, and now have finally twisted and stood up and taken a look at all of you. There is a clutching of the chest where the burn mark kind of singed some of the fur and the leather, and she's holding it and looking up at all of you. I will rip your throat out! Wait, that sword, a sword of light? Is it? No, it can't! And she's gonna spend her action to defend. And end her turn. Next.
Nerd.
God. She recognizing the sword.
Yeah.
Nyx will look to her and like spend movement and like step in front of, well, no, step to the side here, I suppose, and say like, "We've come here to save these children. Release them now, and we will let you live."
Alright.
Totally lying, by the way.
Okay, I mean, if that is the case, give me a deception manipulation. Or presses. It depends upon how you want to play it off.
I'm okay. Can do this with my macro.
13. Okay, I mean, in the heat of well. Yes. The dire wolf definitely stands up, snarls low in his throat, and is going to advance immediately. It's gonna like lunge forward. But can move further than that, and is gonna ready an attack. All right, eagles continue waiting, I presume. They're still holding an action to move, just waiting, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Going.
All right. Perfect. And then finally, Sol makes it out of the tunnel, and gives Asphoda a display of karate chops.
All right,
I love so small.
she will duel right in.
All right. So immediately, the eagles and Asphoda use their hold actions to move once up to their movement. The eagles are a little bit behind Asphoda, so Asphoda still will make it in before. And you run far into the tunnel, but the tunnel is longer than. Well, you will appear here after a full movement on your next turn. Well, a little bit in actually. You will be like here.
Oh,
after.
okay.
Yes. The tunnel you notice as you run in is like 15 meters, so it's pretty hefty from where you were up above to down here.
All right.
I need you to move the eagles for me because I can't see them right now.
Absolutely.
They have 16-meter flying speed.
Oh, yes. Well, they're then gonna be a little bit ahead of Asphoda over
Fast
here.
as fuck, boy.
But that would be on their next turn, right? Because 16 meters. Yeah, they're not here yet, but they're going to be on their turn. Okay, Essie. Was after Illyria, actually. There we go. Illyria, your turn.
Mér fannst það bara að vera aftan. Mér fannst fyrsta serían af Flash skemmtileg.
Illyria, seeing as...
Heimskuleg, en skemmtileg. Ég bara gæti ekki komast ekki.
This, she recognizes this, like,
Allt.
Call that wolf back and let the children go, and I'm sure we can solve this.
Okay. As your basically your action, you still like have movement and bonus action.
But
I'm gonna
she's
allow
also
that.
gonna take a step closer.
Okay. Essie is seeing red right now.
I think Essie's just like Essie's gained a level in prepared.
So, I mean, she's just gonna step forward and attack. She's gonna use her combo. 3 attacks. Yes.
Drengir,
Oh,
ég á Ezra Miller
That's unfortunate.
Rigginn og
let's see.
lengst í partinum við það
2 of them hit.
controversies and legal issues.
Once again, she's used a flurry of blows as her hand axe and short sword sings. As she dances with her blades.
Allegations. Burglary charges.
Okay, there's definitely drawn blood. Blood drawn, there we go. From this dire wolf, several like gashes in the kind of like the front shoulder. 2 of them appears, and there is a bit of a whine, but then like a vicious snarl coming back. On the other side, this young woman over here is going to step up and take a step in here. Hamardia, what happens?
2d4 stick damage.
Yeah, do it.
And I get 5.
5. And as soon as it hurts her, she like stumbles back and looks very confused at the ground. The woman here calls out, Jenna, no, step back! Mardia, your turn.
Matia is going to shout over these 2 people and say, "Do understand this is just a precautionary measure. I do hope I did not cause any inconvenience." And she'll get over here.
Say that to my toe!
Yeah! And she is gonna blow to wind blast into the big fairy.
Alright, hold out your hand and 2 vicious blasts the wind fires out.
Pow!
Kapow!
That's a 19 to hit.
Yes, that definitely hits. 3
That's 3
damage.
points of blasting damage. And natural 1. Let's go.
You really weren't committed.
No, you walk down these roughly hewn stairs a little bit too fast, and the next kind of step underneath your foot was further down than you thought. You like half stumble on the wind blast go wide.
That was intentional.
Flare.
It was a warning shot. Okay. Let's go pick us up a little bit and make sure no one looked. And go 1, 2, 3 over here.
Okay.
And does he recognize the statue? Because I think she might.
Yes.
I really
yes,
think
yes,
she
yes. Your mother has a little statuette to the Night Mother.
So she looks at it and says, so that's not who you worship. Good to know. Thank you. And what's that?
Alright. As for that, You use your movement as your held action last turn. You dash your whole turn. This is where you appear and like, oh my god, I'm so ready for combat, but you're so far away. God darn it.
Well, it's our whole turn now, so she's zooming in. So she'll run. I don't know why roll 20 on this map really wants to chug.
Yeah.
So that's 6. And then she will do a dash action to get further in.
All right.
Okay. And then we bull. She sees the thorns there. Sees the 2 women that can't get, I assume, past those thorns.
Well, one was definitely discouraged by them, who stepped back.
Okay.
The younger one here.
Okay. Then as she's like seeing them, like this girl and this woman. Oh shit. Was that 5 meters? Because when the image showed up, I couldn't see where my token was dropped.
That was 6 meters. I saw it.
That was 6?
Yes.
Okay, well this is good. When she sees them, like here, she gives them both a fierce warning look as she holds her hand, like swipes her hand over her blade as a bonus action. Realm Martial Champion to invoke force damage on her next attack roll.
Alright, it's shimmering a little bit with magical potential. Yeah, it definitely
it's vibrating. It's about to zzz right in, but that is all she can do.
Alright. Okay. The older woman steps forward, pushes the younger one behind her, and has not yet entered into this area, but is like teetering on the edge. And she calls out, Suleika! What is going on? Who is this people? Who you now learned is Suleika. Here's what Illyria is saying. She looks very confused, looks conflicted on what to do, sees the bloodlust in Esmeralda's, like there was no hesitation on Esmeralda's side, like all of you kind of like, whoa, what's going on here, but Essie just went for it. She does call out, down boy, and then looks up to all of you and adds, we may have a momentary truce if you stop attacking. And she defends again. Nix?
I will like to squint my eyes at her and trying to ascertain whether or not she is bluffing.
Okay. Do an empathy composure as your action. As you measure up.
Sus check.
A sus check for sure.
18.
An 18. She doesn't her focus seems to be fixated at the sword that Illyria is holding, which is what gives her pause. She doesn't seem to look at you that favorably, but the sword is what making her distracted from immediately launching and attacking back.
Next we'll call shout out, I guess, this reaction saying, "It is entirely within our power to absolutely decimate everything here except the children, of whom we're here to save. You make one false move, any of you, and I will give my cousin here a most gratifying nod to end all of your lives."
Alright.
And I'll give Ezzy a nod where I hold up my hand towards her just briefly
Alright.
to hold.
The wolf kind of leans his head slightly to the side and back as it hears it's the very strong command that come out of Zuleika's mouth. But he's remaining where he is. He's just not snarling as viciously, and is not immediately attacking. Instead, holding an action. And so the wolf seems to listen to her commands. Actually, at this point, yes. It would be coming. They are, Asphodel, you can see running into the cave. There are two more dire wolves coming from below, and on their heels there seems to be. Oh, maybe you can see that. No, not yet. You don't know.
Yeah.
But at least. Well, yes. Okay. Then we have the eagles. What do you want them to do? Do you just want them to move in with you and have a move?
Yes, they want to. Their current objective is to reunite with Amati and wait for the orders.
Alright, I need them. Okay. They have such a large movement of speed, so I'm willing to just move them in here with a dash and just give Asphodel. They kind of sit down, like flying in as like two, like an honor guard to Asphodel almost, and she will slip through them in the middle. All right.
Nice.
Soul is also returning. It's not as fast as the birdstone. Will be basically with. No, he could arrive with Asphodel, like constantly doing karate chops on her shoulder.
Yeah.
Let me at him!
Yeah, basically. She's basically saying in your head, Hamardia, me, the dragon lady, will fuck them up! Let me at them!
Wait, time to negotiate here, so...
No! Alright.
Yeah,
Kennen will wait with the older woman over there. Issy is very unhappy. I will roll a composure saving throw at advantage since it's her brother who's saying this.
Brother?
Brother?
Cousin.
Oh
my God.
my! What a
Lord, Rob.
Whoa!
Do you have a brother and sister relationship though? You know.
That brother, you know what I mean, man.
That's a 20.
That's
That's a 20. It was a pretty hard check actually for her. to stand down, but she does. There's this extremely frustrated sigh. Why? Why are we doing this? They're right here. We had to jump. Let's just do it. All right, Illyria.
Illyria is kinda, just kind of walk past.
Mm-hmm.
And she's she's going to look towards her and say, I think a momentary truce it is.
Okay, Amaria?
Hamasia will say, well, first of things first, will say, okay, you two eagles, you got this place. Anything hostile that comes in, you murder. And
As for this, totally hostile.
Yeah.
and they are both going to like cross the wings in the way, but
to
like
just go on a murder spree, but like,
I do have one question here, just because I know it's a weird thing here. Is your spike growth concentration?
nope.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I thought about that.
Okay,
Good
cool,
call.
cool, cool, cool.
And Hamatia is
Good
going
interject.
to say, Hamatia is going to peek over there and shout to these two people. Just hang on tight, we'll be done shortly, okay? Don't worry about it, it's only temporary spikes. And she's going to attend here. Yeah, he is not letting the people that want to do decision making make decisions. She is going to prepare a wind blast in case someone jumps.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
if anything is doing anything fishy.
Just holding that, power. You hear a shrill voice coming from, further down within the cave going, Suleika, what is going on? No! And there's gonna be another step into the spike growth. Roll me 2d4.
Yeah, get spiked! Where the fuck is it? There we go. We got 6 points of damage.
And immediately they will step back and go, what the fuck is this? And they will step back from it. Okay, Aspida.
So Asura's been hearing the name Zulika a lot, and
Yes.
she recognizes that as the one that doesn't like Hero. And sometimes kind / mean. And she definitely sees somebody coming in from the south end with these dire wolves. The blonde one. And Asura kind of like calls out to the group, Zulika's the one that doesn't like Kirill. And she will take a readied action to attack whomever that is hostile towards Asphodel.
Oh my
Okay.
god, dude,
And just move further in, or will you anchor right there?
Asphod's gonna anchor right here. She's kind of like in a zone of this intersection.
True. Very true. You control it. Traffic police.
So yeah, she's going to
Fat man
hold on tight and see what's the decision right now.
The older woman across the way is going to call out, don't let them hurt the children! What are you doing?
Pass the fat man. We're gonna play a game and make it.
Okay.
Don't let them hurt the children. You kidnapped them.
Kidnap them? We rescue them.
So that's how it's going to be. I take it back!
Åh! Louder! Ainoastaan je dårlig.
Okay. At the start of the next turn, do you want to pause initiative, or do you want to continue with initiative?
I think everyone's got like holding action as their
Yeah. Just
thing.
waiting
So, like,
for
it is a
something to
Mexican
happen.
standoff kind of
Yeah,
thing, so we can pause
basically.
initiative here.
Yes.
And
Yes.
unless it all breaks down.
For sure. I think so too. To make it flow a little bit. Across the way, Suleika will take a step forward and like snap with her finger to the direwolf to like back away, which indeed the wolf does back away a little bit, giving you a little bit of space. Wait a moment here, Vincencia. Just give me. And also for the record, I don't agree with Kirill's. In what direction Kirill is taking this pack. But most importantly, lady, who are you? And she looks over to Illyria.
Oh, you have a kill! What? Get him!
Does that matter?
No!
Yes, it very much does.
Get him! No!
Lady Illyria Fidham.
Det kom Anna i backen.
Who?
Jag stängde
What is that supposed to mean?
That's my name.
Then let me ask this. What is that in your hand?
Oh, fuck you!
A sword
Let's go.
that we have acquired in hopes of helping this land.
Är du så feter? What? The tree? No.
Having wrapped around something, apparently there seems to be more than one way in. As for that, you can see the blonde hair woman walking in with two direwolves, looking
Why is she so pretty?
walking in with two of the wolves. She kind of stops, looks at you across the way with like a bit of a side eye, then harums and goes down the stairs over here, continues. Suleika, what the fuck do you think you're doing? Why are you talking to these people? Bianca, would you shut the fuck up? This is important. You have no idea what you're talking about. No idea. They're strangers here. They already hurt George.
Ooh.
They look to the direwolf.
Apologies.
George.
Gregor, let's do Gregor instead, since it's more Slavic.
No, it's too late now. This is George.
Georgia.
The Georgia.
Oh. Wow.
Bianca, just one. Illyria, was it? Is that all you have?
We have
Exact-
more.
Show me.
We know of other such things.
gives her pause. Bianca is like about to like move in here, and like she opens her mouth and is just about to speak, and Zuleika turns with the most fury and frustration. Shut it! And she turns again back to Illyria. Can you tell me about them?
Can we trust you?
You come in here bearing weapons from our back entrance, hurting our friend.
Cages.
The truth is complicated.
Listen, lady, if we wanted to just go in and kill you all, you would already be dead. But we didn't. We are giving you the benefit of the doubt, so I do hope you'll do the same. Because
I know not
it might be
all of
very productive.
You agree with Kirill's ways. And I know not all of you agree with the alliance between...
Zuleika, what you doing? Kirill is your rightful alpha now. You must follow our rules. They're aggressive strangers in our cave already hurt one of our friends. Get to it!
Wait,
Should
can
you
Aphrodite
really
hear?
blindly follow
Yes, you hear all this whole
somebody's
conversation.
rules just because they're above you?
Are you that weak to go along with something that doesn't go right with you?
Asphodel, let me...
No, not to you, Illyria, to her. Let her speak.
Who do you say it to? Zuleika or the blonde?
To Zuleika.
It was more of like a Asphodel, let me speak to them, but okay.
No, well, it's what happens. In the heat of the moment. She grits her teeth. Zuleika. There are certain traditions to remain in this
Who
pack.
are you, Gorek?
No, I am not that pitiful.
But you sure sound like it so far.
You're shouting like across the fucking room.
Yeah, he's shouting across the room. But it also, it kind of echoes, like voices carry in here. That's for sure. Anyway, this is awkward because you are not right. Yet there is something here, and I don't know.
We just want to return the children.
They're needed.
You're
Can I-
right.
What? To
The
turn
parents need them.
Can I ask for
to
the
make
move?
an army
You can move.
for the count?
For the count? Didn't used to be that way. But now,
But it is the way it is now.
unless somebody else takes Alpha. If only Emma was here to challenge Kirill again. I don't really... I don't agree with what happened last time. What? We all saw it. She won! Square and fair. She is stronger than Emil. She's put in the work, and she's your rightful alpha. What is this traitorous talk, Zuleika? And she kind of like walks up and tries to get in Zuleika's face, and Zuleika like immediately pushes her away from her. You're just a child. You don't understand anything, Bianca. You don't understand what danger we're in. That sword is incredibly powerful.
How do you know about the sword?
I can't. She looks over to Bianca and over to you all and looks frustrated. Like she wants to say it, but can't.
Why are you afraid now? So much earlier you were free to speak your mind. Spit it out.
Tell us what's wrong, and we might be able to change things.
What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong is that our original purpose has been so twisted by this new alpha. I don't recognize us anymore. How dare you speak about Carol? Shut up!
What purpose?
Say it, or our assumptions will be set in stone. And you won't be around to
Answer
see Kirill
this.
die.
You need to answer this question first. How do you know of them? And
Is
what
she
do you know of
speaking-
them?
Who is she speaking to?
Illyria.
Illyria kind of looks towards Nyx.
Your choice. Nyx stands like walks out from the other side of Illyria and says,
A prophecy. Well, more or less. A task that was given to us.
By?
Madame Eva. It was her last prophecy. So
Her last?
important to her that she would give her own life to tell it. One that is so far coming true, and one that we have already discovered the evidence to where the other vestiges lie. It's only a matter of time before we find them.
If the Vistani leader is the one who... She's... of her. And she, moves her head to the side and kind of mentions to the statue. There's this eyes that dart back and forth on the ground, like rapidly thinking. Bianca is about to start using her shrill voice again, and at this point Zuleika just throat grabs her. Pretty absent-mindedly at that, and Bianca kind of like freezes because there's some pressure behind this, like a light kind of squeeze on her throat.
So,
Centuries of this oath now being broken, but this is too close to the Night Mother whispered a prophecy to us soon after we escaped from the bloodshed of the castle.
Define us, please.
What did you say, Cookie? I'm sorry?
Shed.
Please
Define us.
define.
Break one.
Define.
Break one.
Define us as like who left.
Yeah.
Like, who did she give the prophecy to?
Do you have no idea of where you walked in? Where the
No,
red
I
flag?
mean, there were other factions, other worshippers of the Night Mother, but she gave that prophecy to.
Well, I've heard rumors, of course, about the leader of the Vistani and the Night Apostles, of course.
But did she give them that prophecy?
I don't know. She's usually very silent and mysterious.
Oh, she is the Night Mother.
It's quite in her nature, yes. It whispered to the Alpha of that time a prophecy that has given us nourishment over the centuries and has been passed down from Alpha to Alpha and the challengers of the position of Alpha. I failed, but I learned of it still. And in comparison to some, and she looks over to Bianca, I have faith in that prophecy. It spoke of a figure that will return from the past, carrying a sword of light, a tome, and a holy symbol, surrounded by allies who would abate the mists, pass the circle, and then the wheel shall turn again.
And you believe it to be true still?
Yes, 'cause I felt the Night Mother's presence. And in that circle of allies, we are supposed to be within it. And this prophecy has, for centuries, guided the actions of all the alphas, except for this one. And once
Why
again,
would
she looks at Bianca.
Carol disregard that?
Traded for a warm meal and a dry bed. Such weakness of character is disgusting. Bianca speaks up despite the threat of the hand that still remains around her neck. It's more than that! Do you see where we live? We have talked about this many times, Zuleika. Is this a way for us to raise the new pack members? Is this how we're supposed to live? Forgotten? Up in the mountains? It's fucking cold! I haven't had a vegetable
Yet you still put children in cages like dogs, waiting for them to love you. And Asphodel goes up to this cage that has Yeska in it, right?
Yeah.
She leans down to Yeska, kind of like has her finger like go in the cage.
Just like carefully reaches up and like grabs your finger with his hand, looking very scared.
I meant to ask, can Illyria tell how like sincere she is about this prophecy thing? Because it does fit what's happening to a scary degree, I guess.
I mean, yeah. Seems to
I
fit.
don't understand something though. The Night Apostles seem very keen on keeping the status quo. And they are also worshippers of Mother Night. And yet you got a contradictory account. Your philosophy is to wait for someone to come and then create a revolution. Or be part of it anyway. Seems a bit contradictory. But one group of worshippers of her do one thing, and you are supposed to do the exact opposite.
I thought about that long and hard too. And whilst I don't understand it completely, what I have felt from the Night Mother is that they don't contradict each other. But I don't understand how. Not yet.
I see. Well, I'll speak on your behalf on one thing. The Night Mother holds actual power in Barovia, unlike other gods. So if she really did give a prophecy, I think it might be of practical value. And she tells that to everyone else who's not a werewolf.
What does Asphodel know about the Night Mother in regards to Boreas?
Oh, you're very confused, honestly, about it, because Boreas is the only Ineod that rules basically this planet. Of course, there might be powerful Enna from place to place that gather some followers, but it always, leads back in some way to Boreas. And you are definitely devoted to a certain aspect of Boreas and his philosophy and the powers of his that like flow through this world. When you look back at it, he has felt a bit diminished to you here.
Oh,
Here
like
in
he
the
has
mists.
a weaker grasp of this domain.
Yeah, well, just consider the Morning Lord from our very early sessions in the village of Barovia, when you watch the funeral of Irina and Ismark's father and listen to Father Donovich tell the funeral rites, and how similar the psalm was but not the same, and none of them use Boreas to refer to him. It's only the Morning Lord. And it's curious to see how his teachings has been slightly warped to become something that is Boreas, but not exactly Boreas either.
Okay.
Question is why he hasn't rectified it.
All right.
All of you are aware of the Night Mother.
Only that she is some sort of entity,
She is a goddess,
goddess of sorts.
parallel to the Morning Lord in some ways. Probably more powerful, holds a firmer grasp of Barovia from what my mother tells me.
Why would the Night Mother be interested in...
Because Madame Ever apparently was quite well endorsed, one can say, by her.
But isn't the Night Mother also who Martia's mother?
Yes. No. My mother is an apostle of the night, right? So she worships the Night Mother, and the Night
Yes.
Mother gives her power. That also channels for me just a little bit. So she's think of it as a more powerful Morning Lord, basically.
For us,
This is-
well,
Like, quirks her brow at that. More powerful than the Morning Lord.
Illyrius kind of like looks at Martia a little bit, looks at Asphoda, is like, I'm not gonna say.
Asa doesn't say anything, but she does give like that brow.
a hairless brow.
Again, the hairless. The fuck you mean, brow?
Amadia has no idea who the fuck Boreas is.
Yeah, that's why Asa is not saying anything. Just like
Suleika continues. From what I understand from our ancient history, when the Morning Lord abandoned us and we felt alone here in our remote area of Barovia, there was somebody else who answered our prayers. And we found solace in the Night Mother instead.
And you worship her, clearly, with all these trophies and offerings that you've given her. And gestures to the, I'm assuming, coins and gems.
Yes, it's a lot of treasure sitting at the foot of the statue, for sure, yeah. She's the only one who has promised us a way out.
And here, a lady of prophecy stands before you, wielding a blade of pure light, surrounded by people that she cares about.
Sort of light is here, yes. Or maybe it's a illusion or another kind.
Would you like to feel its bite to make sure?
There's a bit of a smirk that she bites down.
Not only the Sword of Light is here.
I would have doubted you if you did not speak of Madame Eva and her prophecies. She had a connection like any other.
She is the one who sent us on this, and so far her...
But you are not
prophecy-
a figure of our past. You're not
But-
him.
Him?
Yes.
Ooh.
Honestly, the one I thought it would be.
I am a figure of the past in a way.
In what way?
I share Tatiana's soul.
Tatiana, Prince Sergei's beloved.
Yes.
It was a she, not a he all along. This is... It's here. The time, it's here. It is upon us. It will be in my lifetime. It is here! She looks ecstatic.
Nyx continues eyeing them cautiously.
Do an empathy composure check to see if she's faking it or not.
Sure.
Yeah, like can we vibe check this situation?
Vibe check.
Collective vibe check.
Yeah.
14
Like,
vibes to me.
Vibe check, I think.
strong vibes, 25.
Good vibes.
Oh. Okay.
Well, Harmonia, Nyx, you're a little bit sus about it still. But there's nothing like glaringly deceitful about it. Asphyda and especially Lyria, there's like a huge weight that is lifted from her shoulders, and there's a light of hope in her eyes.
Well, if that's your conviction, your belief that it is now the prophecy in your lifetime, back to the moment at hand, what will it be?
All my life I've been waiting for this, preparing for this. But it was supposed to be me and Emil and everybody else. They don't, especially you. And she looks over to her, like, pushes Bianca away, who looks very confused at this back and forth. You never believed it. I don't understand why Kirill didn't believe as I did when she challenged. We were all supposed to be together with this. This is why. All the pain, all the hurt, all the children, all of it was because of this. And none of you have believed me. None of you believed Emil. Should have trusted in him. Trusted in me. I will leave this pack in a heartbeat. And we need to find Emil. Track down the other objects. And end this.
Then let us be on our way. And Asphyda will break the lock of this cage.
How long does spike growth last?
10 minutes.
Oh. More than a minute has passed.
10 minutes.
Yeah.
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Oh.
Yeah, it is a lot of minutes.
We're
Unless,
closing
Marcia wants to keep recasting it.
No.
I mean, I can.
in.
10 whole minutes.
We're closing in on the end. We're like at the 8th minute at this point. But yes.
So what should I do about the other two? Should I let them go, or should I go ahead and...
We need an
Thanks.
answer here before we can know that matter. So, and Nix looks to Zuleika's final sort of summary of what's going on here and says, "We hold this blade of light for our intentions are to bring light to this land. If you are true to your cause, what are your intentions now that you know ours?"
Didn't she literally just say that?
I know, but she needs to, like,
Needs to
we need
formulate
we
Yeah.
need to know. Not about how excited you are, not about what you want to do with your pack. Here and now, this is where you make your decision.
My decision. My decision has always been the same. The blood tyrant, kin-slaying Strahd must be vanquished to restore the honor of the office of the Red Fang. That's all it has been about.
Then, together, we will end the reign of the Alpha Kirill. You will release these children so that we can take them back to their families where they will be safe. We have reinforced a nearby town that will ensure their safety. And together, for now, we will reclaim what is actually true. And should it come, we will stand against Strahd, just as we will.
That's incredibly naive of all of you. Don't you understand what these children are? They're an
They are
army.
ready.
They're an army for this purpose.
They are not yours.
I'm gonna recast the Spy Growth.
Okay. Across the way, the older woman with this almost like dreadlocked hair speaks up. Calls across the room, her voice echoing to you. Don't you dare leave with them, children! Do you know what they will be returning to? Branded as outcasts!
They were far from outcasts, and they did not live in shoddy cages like animals.
That's only temporary. It's better than returning to their half-dead, half-alive halver parents.
Their parents are alive, well, and safe, awaiting for their proper return. It's not your call to make children fight for you.
Well, if they're not halvers, then they have gone absolutely insane from all of this. Have you heard what they're doing in Wallaki? What this Baron Vargas is doing to his people? The orphanage?
We know because we disposed of him.
He's dead?
He's dead.
We have done everything in our power to make this a better place, while working towards the goal of ending it once and for all. those children will have a place to grow up in that's worth living.
How can you assure of that? I don't mean to speak up, says Suleika. But if we need them...
Has Asper already, like, broken this cage already, like Yeska's?
Like, you're not understanding... Well, okay, the mechanism
Like, Asper is really not giving a damn right now.
Okay, she's opening it. Yes, you have broken it up, and, like, Jessica is reaching for your embrace.
Yeah, and she embraces him. And then, is that Felix over there?
Yeah.
No, it's a dark-skinned boy that is looking very shocked.
Where is Felix? Does she see him?
No, you don't.
Oh no.
Oh, she has Yeska and kind of like whispers to him, "Where's Felix?"
Oh, Felix big strong now. Felix out hunt.
I see. Don't worry, we'll get him.
I'm missing my dad.
I know you do.
I promise that those kids will be able to play in the sun.
Are you sure that we are able to do it without them?
I'm sure.
And I am fine with it. I will point out that even if I am willing to leave this pack, we are family. And if you take these children, Kirill won't look at it fondly. And if you decide to kill Kirill outside of a proper alpha challenge, the pack will not follow. But I am fine to kill the bitch either way.
Maybe we can
Bitch!
convince
You're the
more.
bitch! What is this? How Bianca's
Have
losing
you not
her mind.
listened? Have you not seen with your own eyes?
Yes, I have seen with my own eyes. You all are very scary and capable, I'm sure of that. But I've also seen Strahd von Sadovich. And we're all ants! Ants!
And that's why you're resigned to your fate?
That's why I am not fucking stupid! Kirill changed. Okay, let me just throw this out. Suleika and her partner, Emil, was the one who murdered children for their deranged faith and this obscure prophecy. Kirill was the one who changed it. Changed the tradition. Now we're just taking kids and putting them in our family, not murdering anyone. Do you know what the right of strength is? As soon as we get a bunch of kids together, they fight to the fucking death for the right.
That's any better than killing them.
And both abhorrent.
That's Azura's going to this other cage now.
Yes, please.
And she's breaking it.
Okay. Make them. This is.
Hey, you.
This is at least better. I mean, sure, take them. I don't care.
You do.
But we were giving them a better status. He's building a fort for us in the village Barovia. A proper home! Safety, a position of power! This is good!
And you believe the words of that lying snake?
More so than people who look kindly to murdering children? Yeah?
And now you are kidnapping them against their will and making them fight to the death. That's not any better, if not equal. And out goes this one and breaks the cage.
Okay. Well, if they are part of the Red Fang, they have status, they have protection, they have a use. Do you know what happens to children in Barovia if they don't have a use?
And right now...
Just to be turned into pies.
Do you want that? If they're part of the Red Fang, they're protected!
Right now, those of the Red
We
Fang against
want
me
to make
are dead.
Barovia a better place for everyone to live in. And we will do that.
So you're going to doom all of us? All of us, even if we don't agree with you? Are we going to become victims? Indirectly, because of what you have caused?
Then where's your power to say otherwise? Where?
That's just another thing about this place, isn't it? Getting punished for something you didn't cause because the whims of a madman.
A basically unkillable madman. Some of these children have been... They have joined the Red Fang in blood. What do you think he will do to them if they're not part of the Red Fang? Can you protect them?
I certainly can. Not as much rambunctious than my own little brother, when he was just a pup.
Their blood is not on my hands then. It is on yours. All of yours. If something happens to them because of this, know that. Know that I said this right here, right now.
And good. Now I know you are free to abandon them. Go on. Run away with your tails between your legs. Scared. To even defend your so-called children.
They will come back if they know what's good for them.
Well, if they will come back, that would be their choice. Not yours.
That's fine.
I have a question. You have mentioned, not just you, but we have heard this from another source, that should this Red Fang not go through the proper rituals to replace its head, that doesn't change anything. Is this true? Should we remove Kirill from the alpha position without replacing it through the rituals of one-on-one combat, I'm assuming? Nothing changes.
So what are you suggesting, Nyx? That one of us get bitten and be a part of this whole ridiculous tradition?
Not at all. That's crazy talk.
I suggest finding the previous alpha.
Emil is stronger than Kirill. I know it.
Good. Then that I will agree with.
But soon after, Kirill took the alpha position. Emil disappeared on a hunt. And Emil just doesn't disappear out of thin air. Barovia is a dangerous place. You said it yourself. I don't know anything about it, and I've said it 1,000 times.
Can I ask for the empathy composure check that to see if that woman's lying? That no, I didn't. Not, it's a dangerous place.
All
No,
right.
is she lying?
It happens.
Empathy composure then.
Yeah, people get cracked.
No, 20, bitch!
Yeah.
28. Holy shit.
Jesus.
She's really good. Asphodel, for a liar, she's very, very good. She's just better.
Asphodel, I am going to cast the 2nd level hold person on her.
All right.
And she points to her with such a malice in her eyes as she casts hold person. That was going to be a DC 14 14 resolve save.
Okay. 14 resolve. A
And I will
17.
roll for the check to hold my soul.
How do I hold all these souls?
Hey.
Oh, I don't want to forget it's your my main spell casting plus my proficiency, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Versus if it's level 2, then versus DV14.
Yeah! Let's go!
Got that soul on lock.
You speak the Coptic words. Hold out your hand, kind of like clasp it around her. She's stuck for a second. There's a sweat bead in her head, but she breaks free and steps back.
Asphodel says, "Liar! Very convincing, but you can't fool me."
Soleik immediately turns and stares at Bianca. I'm not a liar.
Yeah.
Emma is a worthy person of our pack, no matter
If
what.
someone is a liar, then you better believe her.
What am I supposed to say?
Can Asphodel charge and make an attack? Or like a
Yeah.
grapple? Yeah, like attack, grapple. Alright.
For sure.
Hell fucking yeah.
By the way, for some time now, the tunes of music has not been there. The flute is gone. The sound of the flute is not still going.
This is gonna be such a mess.
Okay. Let's see. Come on, page. Actually,
Yes.
attack or grapple? Attack or grapple?
Choices.
Choices. You know what? I sort of strong as fuck. We're grappling.
Okay.
Okay. And is it gonna be an athletics contested?
Yes, you will do brawn, and I get to decide if it's brawn or dexterity.
Okay. Brawn, that's a 14.
That's a 14.
Not the best, but a.
Mine is a 13.
Oh,
All right, we have Bianca. Bianca.
can I describe how I grapple
Yeah,
her?
sure. Go ahead, please.
Excellent. Asphodel darts forward, and she's like, "I didn't do nothing. I didn't do." Asphodel grabs her by her scrawny neck. Her hand is just like a huge cufflink. Her claws are like a huge cufflink. She feels the cold as she's lifted up in the air by one arm by Asphodel, and she
Heck yeah.
pulls her and presents her to
Zuleika.
Zuleika and says, "Tell the truth. What happened? What truly happened to their leader?" As her grip only tightens.
All right. Then stepping into the room from below, slowly walking in is this group of wolves and this old man here, and says, "There's been a lot of crazy talk going on, but I don't like you putting your hand on my little friend over here.
You don't like a lot of things.
I would like to hear, though, what Bianca has to say. Please tell me what happened to Emil."
Lyria's gonna like scoot over just a little bit in case something happens.
Don will do like a little cool pose to make Lyria seem cooler.
Absolutely. And before we know what happens next, we're gonna go for a short break.
Yes,
Yay! I'm sorry. I was into it myself, so
Yeah,
I forgot what the time was.
Oh, I was into it. I was in it.
I love how Lyria and Asphodel are just kind of like wrestling over who gets to shout at people.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Illyria putting her foot down. It's wonderful. We're all here for Julia putting her foot down.
Yeah, heck yeah! You've grown, Julie. And Illyria's grown too. Anyway, let's refill our glasses, empty up letters, and come back and ready to roleplay for another hour or so. Cookie, I know. I will try to keep it short. Okay, alright, I'll be right back. Also, hey Mo, I love the theorizing. It's amazing. I am already back, but still, which year it is, you should be able to know, because everyone else still knows, but it doesn't count as, of course, as the humans do, because things have happened. But this is indeed after, it needs to be in the age of the 7 at least, because there's no humans, for sure. You're completely correct in that statement. Yeah. It's the year of 4393 in the bigger universe. It's not that year on Frostmark, but everywhere else is 4393. Aaron walking around somewhere, probably. Now, I mean, if it's 4393, Aaron was around during the Age of Collapse, which was before they started counting again at the end of the Age of Collapse. So that's Aaron was alive 4,000 years ago.
Alrighty, I'm back.
Old boy.
Yeah. They reset it because everything became like civilizations, fell.
They press snooze on that counter.
Yeah, they were like, okay, we're starting over.
What are we starting over?
No, it's the counting of time before Age of the
Oh
Seven.
yeah, no, I knew it wasn't about anything related to this. I was just like, what the fuck are you guys talking about?
No, just discussing timelines.
Because like I just came back in and it's like, oh yeah, no, they're just like, let's start over.
Yeah, after the War of Collapse. The gods kind of agreed upon like let's start time over. Let's rewind.
Someone forgot.
Yeah, somebody forgot. It got too confusing. I mean, the Age of Genesis was gigantic. We're probably like at least 12,000 plus, at that point. So it got easier to start over also. 5 numbers too hefty. But knowing it's 4393 is common knowledge, of course, with their characters. Ooh, oh my god, this is so exciting. Oh, I have so many voices though to do, but it's so fun. So fun. Oh. Well, something happened to Aaron. So
Something.
yes. I can't talk about it.
Just in case the campaign comes back.
Well, I do consider it to be canon. Still.
Oh, that's nice.
But Frostmark, diverted from the counting with the Age of Geanor. So they're at another time right now. They're, 700 something. 744. Anyway. Alright. Cookie, you there? Cookie's not there. It's fine. I'm gonna wait a little bit longer. Let's take another stressful track to listen to.
Craig?
Craig!
Die. It's after Frostmark was reopened.
Could you do something for me, Bexxy?
Yeah?
That bothers me
Yeah?
so much.
What?
Could you, move Lady Illyria's Discord reactive image 4 pixels to the left?
What? Ilia's reactive image? Oh, yeah, here. I've been trying to line it up, but it's so
Use your
hard.
keyboard. Just click it and tap it.
Oh, okay, maybe I can do that because I've been just using my... with the keyboard. But I tried to do it with the mouse and I couldn't.
So good.
That feels good.
I noticed, you know what, right? I noticed it in the beginning, and I was like, I didn't want to say anything.
The best. Thank you so much.
But remember, there was another counting of time, Hamo. The Age of Geanor was 100 years or so. And then they started counting again at the birth of the Empire. That was year 0. not when Geonor was born, it was when the Empire was born. It's by its AEF. After the Empire.
Back.
Yay! Welcome back, Cookie! Imagine having this sort of interface where you can just write the coordinates in. Okay, I never claimed I was smart. Alright. We all ready? Eric, you got your egg?
I've already eaten my egg.
Nice.
My God. That's why you're rolling so many natural 20s.
Totally Gastoning it up.
I haven't even like served my chocolate milk yet.
I haven't looked into it, Hemo. I'm a little bit unsure now. Anyway, yes. So, let's get back into it. There is a old man dressed in rags, pretty skinny and lithe, that has appeared from the bottom, who stepped out basically from cover. Not liking that Asphoda has taken a aggressive action, but is also interested at this whole claim that Bianca is lying when she says that she doesn't know what happened to Emil. Is there anything anybody want to do currently in reaction?
To ask for the holding,
Yes,
or to
and-
this guy coming?
Yes, to ask for the holding and this guy coming in.
Ilaria did just scoot over a little bit so she can intervene if he decides to, like, I don't know, send the dogs in or something. But she's not doing anything aggressive because the situation is tense enough as is.
Yeah, Essie is kind of doing the same. She still like has her hands in her weapons in her hands, but they're not up and aggressive. But like they're still like there at the ready, and she moves a little bit forward, and a little bit protective of Nyx actually as she steps in,
No.
and also of the shield right behind her. As for that, what do you say?
Oh. She kind of like firm grasp, shaking her in the air, holding her high up. Well, you have an audience, a captive one. What really happened to your leader? 'Cause you actually know what her fate is.
Will you let her do this to me? Scannies!
That's not what I'm hearing.
Will you listen to this outsider over me?
She slowly tightens her grip. You'll be running out of air soon. What happened?
Like, I would never, And, Suleika moves over, giving, like, Skenny's, what she called Skenny's, across over the two direwolves, a look. And then she leans over to, like, closer to Bianca's face, and says, I am already prepared to leave this pack behind to do this very important work, so I don't care if I let her kill you or not, because I know that Kira and I are not going to be the best of friends. That has been over for some time now. And I know, Bianca, of everything in this whole wide valley, the thing that you value most is not these children. It's not Carol. It is your own life. So here's the deal. Either you tell me what the fuck you have done to my Emil, or you won't die. There's some very restrained anger here. And Bianca is like grasping at the hands, looking to Skennis, looking to Suleika. And this expression on her face as complete innocence and panic turns, like, her face relaxes a little bit. I mean, come on. You know it would become a problem? You would just have challenged and challenged and challenged again. And we did it for this pack. For all of us, so we could gain something better than this. And she looks around at this cave around her. And for them too. And she, like, mentions to the children. If Emil would have challenged and Kira would have fallen, then we would be back to square one. And we would be back to murdering children and living in a damp cave. Of course we had to do something. We're not stupid. What did you do? I didn't do anything. No. I'm not entirely sure what happened. Kirill talked to him, right? And he took care of it.
Him?
Yes, him, with the capital H.
Is him talking? Was their leader a male? This Emil? Emil? Okay.
No.
Are we talking about him?
We're talking about him.
Strawed him.
Strawed
Yes.
him, yes.
Oh, him. You made a deal with Strahd.
Kirill has made us.
Again, a lying snake who I've learned was willing to take somebody's soul of his beloved, shove it in a doll so he can fuck it. That's Strahd.
What?
I don't think he was aware of that one.
Doesn't matter. Would he say no?
I mean, is it really my business? Would you mind?
No. Answer the question, though. What happened to your leader?
I've already said. I mean, of course he's not dead. We wouldn't allow it. It's still part of our family, but I don't know. Strahd did something.
Can I empathy composure check that? I don't know. Strahd did something.
Sure.
Oh, cool. Where is empathy composure? Baby, that's a 19. 20s after it was a thing.
Oh my god.
22. There we go.
22. Both of them were crits at the ends. Wow.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you
What the hell's
rolling?
going on?
What kind of dice crack are you on?
I need to eat more eggs.
Eggs.
Yeah, get my eggs.
Now the eggs.
I'm getting eggs right now.
The yolk power.
We need to get a lot of them for Clive.
Yeah.
I think Aspida or Arrow exist as a karmic kind of counterbalance. Well,
But
you kind of learned her a little bit. Like after that critical 20, like you kind of started to see what kind of game she's playing. Like some of the tells are easier for you now to like understand, and she seems to be. It seems truthful to you, but obviously there are some details of how and when, you know?
There's some details you're not telling us.
Do I
Which
need to
is just
spell
as much
it
as
out
a
to
lie
you?
before. So why don't you stop cutting bullshit to us and just say what actually happened in its fullest capacity?
Do I need to spell it?
Go
If you
on.
have to know, me and Kirill talked about it, and then she met him. I did not. And then she came and told me that he would take care of it, but he wouldn't die. I don't know what happened. I didn't care to ask. I didn't like Emil that much, even though he's part of my family.
Asphodel will look towards Zuleika. Well, there you have it. She did not care about Emil, your leader, and has forsaken him to the whatever Strahd has in store.
I didn't realize there were snakes amongst wolves.
I thought they didn't go there, to be honest.
This goes against everything we stand for. The system of alphabedom is supposed to safeguard. How could... I am thankful that you stipulated that he's alive, but how do you make sure he is? There's so much room. What has he done to him? Bianca, I thought extremely little of you before, but now... now even less. And she kind of spits on the floor and take a step back from her, like disgusted to even be close to her.
And there goes the length of your usefulness, Bianca.
But what? I told you everything you wanted to know. That was the deal.
I never made such deals with spineless worms. And Asphodel will, gut her.
What? Okay, roll me an attack with advantage.
Woohoo! And she's favored one is humanoid.
Mm.
Oh, I'll attack her twice in my first
Exciting.
attack. I'm Mortal Champion.
Yes, how did
That's
you
a
also
26.
hide?
With one boon of force damage.
That's what I
And Asphodel will actually boost it up to make her extra dead. Burn a smite on this one.
This.
So that is going to be 25 on this attack. Is she still up?
Your weapon is magical?
No.
No. Okay. Let me...
Wait, they just take magical?
Velvet weapons. will
Yeah,
be
the only thing magical is her force damage there.
Okay, so... Okay.
That was her first attack.
Okay. She twists out of the way as much as possible, but you render a big wound in the side of her stomach, and she cries out in pain, and immediately cries, "Help me!"
Okay, so it's 1 force, and that was also 10 cold which that cold would be magical, right? 'Cause it was a
Yeah.
smite.
It's only
Okay.
the 14 slashing that
Okay,
has
got
been
I will
reduced.
again.
Absolutely.
29, and I'm gonna
Alright.
smite again. I have all the smites.
Alright, go
It's
for it.
smooth.
What the fuck, Asphodel?
This bitch, alright, was already on Asphoda's nerves. So that is going to be another 14 plus 10 cold.
Absolutely. So, yes. You try to, like, you pull back the halberd and you strike again. She twists the other way. She gets an identical wound to the other side of her torso. She cries out, squirms in your grip. Suleika doesn't seem to care, but Scannis will take a step forward and say, "Stop that, will you?"
Why? The one that gave up your previous leader to Strahd.
This should
You want
be...
to protect her.
This should be in the presence of the current alpha.
Oh, yes,
Maybe we
the
can
current
render
who-
her whole rulership null. Please. She's just a silly girl.
Asphodel, do you really want to do this in front of the kids?
That too. Like there were
Right. I
6
should walk
eyes.
out this room. And Ashley was gonna walk out the room with her in tow.
She's gonna try to break free from you.
Alright.
At this point, she has definitely gotten an action.
Nyx will as you're doing this squirming, can Nyx get a little closer to Zulak and say don't you have a tradition to settle things like this? A ring on the cliff, perhaps?
Amatia just steps in the way of Asphoda.
Where's my athletics? There's my athletics.
We do.
Crit!
Oh my god. Yeah, that's
my
not
God.
enough. Whatever she rolled, she's definitely with you.
Amatia is going to stand in your way.
But before that, Suleika says to Nyx with a sigh, "We do, but the Alpha must sign off on a battle. And the contestants together state to which terms the duel is to. First blood, first major wound, or to the death. It's up to them. But I do not have that power."
Kirill is soon to be deposed.
I would also
that I
warn
can-
you all not to grow complacent. Kirill went out with some of us this morning on a hunt. She may return any second. Okay, Harmonia, what are you doing?
I'm just going to stand in the way of Asphoda.
Okay.
You're currently
We-
taking your anger on a branch. You should take it on the root.
I'm merely pruning something useless now.
That's not... Sorry, go ahead.
Do you think what you're doing right now will benefit us?
Do you think having her alive benefits you?
I don't, but I do think she is misguided, and I believe she can be turned to an asset if we don't just cut off her pretty little head.
An asset to what means, exactly? She was so quick to betray her leader.
Exactly.
And what use do you see her? A traitor.
A pawn.
And you believe she would bend to your will?
No, but I do believe she will bend to yours, considering the situation you have her in.
As for the looks at Bianca, right? Bianca. Oh, as Hamartia states this, what's she looking like? What's she looking?
She is looking like a woman who is ready to jump at any straw.
Jump at any straw?
Yes, at any opportunity.
She's an opportunist. If I don't hold on to her, she'll make an attack.
And who do you think she's capable of attacking anyone right now? She is as weak as a branch in winter.
Then she's good as kindling. Right now.
Yes, but kindling can be used as bait. Killing her right now serves no purpose.
Very well, then. Then I have a better solution. And Asphodel will take the silver cuffs from her back pocket and cuff her.
No, you don't need to. Oh my god! Then she's like dropping to her knees, and the silver like continuously burns into her skin.
You, my dear lady, should be very thankful that you're not dead. So I expect nothing but gratitude from you, or this little burning sensation would feel like a warm breeze compared to what I'm capable of inflicting upon you.
She's just crying at this point. As for that, as she's not an immediate concern to you, and down on the ground just dealing with the pain of the silver chains, you look over to, well, the concerned look of Nick's, impressed look on Essie's face, but then beyond that, Jessica is behind the remnants of the cage, looking scared. This time, scared of you.
She figures that. And as for the, already cuffed, but Asphodel makes extra sure. Absolutely sure, beyond a shadow of a doubt. And I'm looking at my inventory. I'm scrolling down.
Oh, actually,
I have the 5 meters of silver chain.
Illyria, you do open the cage for this girl over here, but she crawls deeper into the cage from away from you.
Hey, do you not want to come out?
There is a shake of the head.
Why not?
I don't know you.
Well, my name's Illyria. What's yours?
She only stares at you.
Do you... Where are you from? I'm here to get all of you home.
I don't know where's home.
We can find you a home. Somewhere that's better than a cage.
Cage?
or home. It's quite the same.
Anyway, let's pause that. So
Yeah, let's
Aspinall,
pause that.
you pull out the chain. What do you do with the chain?
Error.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
We Astra will take with the chain, drag Bianca out of this room so it's not around children.
I think it's a bit late for that.
Well, you know,
Yeah, I mean, we can
any
approve
other
it.
thing, okay, Astra is just gonna do it. She's just gonna do it.
All
You know,
right.
bring her out and then tightly wrap her around these chains once she's out of this room.
Okay. Let's go over
And-
here. She's crying and screaming, like half screaming all the way. Starting to get a little bit hoarse.
Just gonna put some clothes, just shove it in that mouth. Shut it up.
Okay. Where are we putting her?
No, she's just gonna like after she's bound, gagged, and everything, and I'm like over here.
Okay.
Bound, gagged, quiet. Then she walks right back, dragging her behind her. Like, job well done. As if this is just a normal instance for Aspida.
Oh, you're bringing her back in front of the kids?
Actually, she'll
Because now she's hurting from the chains around her body as well.
okay.
So-
Then she'll actually leave it in the care of Dawn here, right? Dawn?
Dusk?
Or
Dawn?
Dusk? Is it Dusk or Dawn?
Dusk till dawn.
Purple is dusk.
Okay, then she'll leave it in the care of Dusk and Soul.
Alright. Oh, yeah. Soul
And-
lands on top of the head of the eagle and do like these karate chops in the air in front of Bianca and kind of like doing this victory dance and like gloating in front. And your head right now, Hamadi, is just full of hateful, insulting like comments of like dominating the victims, you know, all of the horrible torture things that sort of thinking about right now.
Oh god.
All of you see the same face that Amadia makes whenever Soul's thoughts come to public mind? Like the cringe.
Yeah, take that, bitch! This will just be the beginning. Then we're gonna boil you. We're gonna skin you.
Wow.
It's just having this little tirade in his mind as he's walking around across the head of the eagle.
Amatia wonders if she failed at educating Soul.
Have I failed my child?
I'm pretty sure Soul is a lost cause.
Okay, at this point, this tornado has become completely useless.
Yeah.
Do you let go of the spikes at this point? Because we are coming up to a point where you need to recast it for a third time.
Yes, I'd ask, the people up there, should I let them go, or do you want to make them stay here? Do you trust them?
Trust. They are my family. Vincentia really cares about the children. And she will make sure that they are thought of, as long as you're not planning on harming them.
Well, I mean, I don't plan on harming them, just putting spikes around so that they can't move.
Then Cannon and Ivanka will follow her. Scanner's here. Scanner's... Actually, where are you standing?
Yes, what yes or no about the spikes? I need to know.
Kirill is gonna come back, little one. You might not want to exert yourself.
I won't let go of the spikes.
Alright. She looks over to Scannius across the way, who crosses his arms over his chest and says, "Where I'm standing, things seems to be awfully complicated. Too complicated. I'm not such a fervent believer in this prophecy as you are, Suleika. But as a former alpha, I respect it. But I also see the merit of giving the whole pack a better life. I don't agree, though, with Kirill's act against Emil. That's not how you treat family. So for now, me and my wolves will not raise a finger, but we shall see. So sighs, then nods. Then you should be fine, for now. Across the way, Vincentia stomps across the room, Cannon kind of trailing behind her. She stops and take a look with Bianca, but kind of like, whoa, that's a lot. And then comes into this room, and crossing a corner, you see there's another woman with this sideburn and this severe kind of claw mark in her face that moves up to Kennen and kind of puts a hand on her shoulder and kind of makes her hang back a bit as Placencia walks in a little bit further. As soon as she looks down upon you, Amardia, there's this question mark, and she slows down her pace and kind of walks around you, like, carefully. And she steps and looks at Asphoda straight in the eyes.
Asphoda looks at her. Well, down.
Yes, down. She's rather tall, but not as tall as you are. She crosses her hands. So all of their parents are not halvers? Or just some of them?
What did she say? Havers?
Yes, halvers. There's something you learned from early in the village of Barovia. When you went into the Blood of the Wine tavern. You learned about the concept that is halvers, which is the Vistani kind of like hand waved them, but it's like people born with incomplete souls, which makes them quite well. You watched the bartender like just go through his motions with no emotion and quite robotically, and more so you kind of experience the crowd of Lucky, of like how intense and single-minded it could be, and how they fluctuated between like having no emotion to anger to fear. There's not anything else there. There's not, like, when you think back to watching some of the Barovians in Barovia, there's something missing. All the people you talk to of Barovians have been animated, but the others on the street are just so hard to communicate with or get anything from because they basically have no personality.
Okay. After this says, the one parent that I'm more concerned about is the one there. And he points to, like, Yeska and his brother. He is not this Halver. No. A kind and gentle soul who adopted them, desired them, keeps them safe. And their older brother seeks them out fervently.
And they're good parents? Not insane by other means?
Not at all. If I knew that the parents were insane madmen, I wouldn't dare leave children with incapable parents.
Make me a persuasion presence, and I'm gonna make an empathy composure.
Okay, persuasion presence. Okay, where's my persuasion? Where? All right.
17.
17, very nice.
She stares you, like, straight into your eye, and, I mean, you have met many who wavered from your gaze, like, Nyx and Lyria sometimes too, you know? But she stares straight. You can see clearly that she cares deeply about these children. But she seems to believe you.
Okay. And it's kind of odd to ask her. She cares, seeing that she cares deeply for children, but also in the same breath, that she's heard of, like, killing children and pinning children up in a fight of death.
Yeah, it's a little bit confusing for you.
Yeah,
You're a little bit confused, a little bit contradictory. Yeah.
So she stares at her. Asphodel stares at her and vice versa, and says, "It's clear to me that you do care deeply of children, but answer me this: how did you feel when those children died? Be it by another's hand, or being put to the fight to the death against each other. How do you feel about that?"
How I felt?
When they died.
I watched kids die.
Do you want to not have to do that?
When I became Alpha, before Emil, I learned of the prophecy and why we are doing what we are doing. I honestly was conflicted between saving the future children of Barovia by using the current ones, or saving the current ones but dooming the future ones, you understand? Still, I ended up only accepting 2 waves of recruitments over my whole time as Alpha.
And it is now, going forward, now that the time is upon us, there's no time to raise armies. Do you still want to see children die, be it by another's hand or amongst themselves, to be forced to? Or would you rather raise them as a true mother?
What luxury do I have to choose in these lands?
There won't be these lands any further once I'm done.
You
with
paint
Strahd.
this pretty picture. And sure, you have an impressive presence. But the distance between words and actually actions is as vast as the oceans. How can I believe you?
When it comes to be, it's up to you to believe me or not. I care little, but that is something I want and I will do. Be it by my hand or to push somebody further so that it will be done.
Go to war. Do your thing. But leave me and the kids out of it.
As long as they don't get pinned to the death against each other.
Kirill has stopped that. But you're planning on taking her down?
I do. I would want nothing more right now than to pummel her to the ground.
Some of them has already been turned. You understand that?
And I do not care if they have or have not.
Ilya, Felix, Laszlo, Nyanko, Kenan here. Will you let them go home and experience the discrimination that monsters have in these lands? No love, no safety.
But
And then on top of that, on top of it, targets
It doesn't
for the
have to be this
Strahd's
way.
anger.
Was the miss good here? Yeah. It's okay.
I'm ready.
It doesn't have to be this way. Look at me.
thankfully for Felix, Yeska, and 2 others, their father, loves them regardless.
But can this father protect them against him?
He is in good hands.
Can he protect them?
Yes, he can.
Is he the Morning Lord?
Are you?
I am not.
And yet you are capable, and I have faith he too can be.
Because they are protected underneath our name.
I care little of names.
But
I care
he
only
does.
action.
He does. So when he comes to kidnap them anyway, what will you do then?
Strahd.
Yes, Strahd.
He's already tried and failed.
Are you planning on staying with these kids forever and ever and bring them into battle with you, with Strahd, to protect them from him?
Bring them to battle with me? That's ridiculous.
Then you will leave them alone at some point.
I will leave them in good hands and finish the job. I've already done this once. I will not hesitate a second time to ensure safety.
I know that
Aren't
Felix
you-
and Jessica came from Vallaki. If the madman Vargas is not in power, then who is?
Lady Wachter.
Oh, of course. Do you know who Lady Wachter is?
Do tell then.
It's quite obvious where her loyalties lie.
And would you rather her or the other one?
I'd rather be none of them. I'd rather it be me.
Then you can try your hand if you so wish.
So let me take them.
The kids.
Yes.
If you wish to take Lady Wachter, be my guest and see how well that ends for you.
I cannot challenge Lady Wachter because that means I'm challenging Strahd. Which means I'm putting the kids in danger.
And we all have hard decisions to make.
Yes.
Regardless.
Are you putting these kids in danger or not? That's the decision.
I've made mine, and they will not be in danger. Not everybody in that pitiful town are awful people. And I know there are many in there, capable and kind and against Strahd. That place is not unified, but the people that I know are.
Capable and kind doesn't mean safe.
Then I guess there's our differences. Regardless, I am taking Yeska and Felix back to their father, who misses them dearly and will lay down his life to do everything he can to protect them and keep them safe. Because that...
If that is what they want, then fine, but I'm taking the others.
If they desire that, so be it.
Nick says you've been listening to this conversation actually back and forth. Kind of like an observer of all of this. Can you make me an intelligence check?
You're asking the wrong guy.
And Hamartia too, actually. Both of you.
Flat intelligence?
Just a flat intelligence. Hamartia too.
Oh, I think I have like a 20 now. Nice. No, I have, how much?
I was asking the wrong guy.
20 plus 4 and you get 12.
I think that's enough actually for Marty, considering her escapades in the village of Kresk. When Sensia mentioned Ilya's name, you remember Dimitri and Anna talk about their last missing child who went missing in the woods.
Ooh.
I knew I heard the name somewhere before, but I'm not there. I mean, I am there, but I'm trying to coax a child out of a cage.
Yes.
Is Marcia about to start calling some parents' names out?
Oh, Ilya, you said. Ilya is the name of the child or the parent?
Ilya is the child, the last remaining child to Anna and Dmitry Kreskov.
Right.
You know, Anna who blamed Luca, Dmitry, the burgomaster.
Yeah, the burgomaster, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, shit, that's Dimitri's child. Who is Ilya?
But do you remember that Anna and...
Yes, I do remember. I was zoned out for a bit.
That they had a high concentration of melatonin in their skin? Who is their child? Ooh, I wonder.
Which one could it be?
Hey, that's
Why
just
is it the only child with some melanin in their skin?
Thinking, you know what, right? I've been thinking that child was one of theirs, but I haven't said anything.
I wonder which one it could be, perhaps.
Okay, I got it. Jesus.
You know, it's so hard to tell.
Hey, you there? Hey, maybe they have some recessive genes. You don't know.
I mean, compared to
No,
everyone else,
sea-based.
it kind of becomes obvious. Anyway, as Vincenzi and as for us is back and forth, you kind of slip past them. Jessica like goes closer to the rock wall, like super scared of you. Ilya is just standing there, half in his cage and half outside of it, and has a bit of a dazed look on his face.
Hello, Ilya. Your pops, is, well, they sent us to look for you. You know, Dimitri, and your mother, too. And I think it would be very good for them if you come back.
He stares kinda... He's scared of you and he's like staring at you openly, but you can basically see how the wheels turn in his head, like behind his eyes, but extremely slowly, and his reaction is very delayed.
Do I remember if I saw any flower near, in like the grassy area near the well?
Of the
Near
well?
The well of
Ooh.
trophies. Any flower there?
There were little forest stars in the ground. There are these small white flowers that look like little stars, but they're very small.
Oh, I'll use druid cuff to make one of those. And extend my hand and offer it to him.
His eyes slowly goes from you down to the flower. Then he cocks his head a little bit to the side. Dad? Mom?
They want you home, Ilya. They worry about you. So please come back.
Uncle too.
Uncle too.
You say the lie.
Yep. And I'm a very good liar.
Yeah, you are. I'm not right.
Okay. I'm sure they still love you with all their heart. So it doesn't matter, because they'll be there for you, and you'll be there for them.
Are you sure?
Listen. If someone like me can find someone who cares for them, then I'm sure your parents love you.
Make me a presence. Persuasion. No, this would be deception. Deception manipulation.
Deception manipulation.
Yes, because parents. Anna has been exiled.
Yeah.
Well, shit. Oh no, it's a natural 2.
I will roll as well to see what happens. better off without me, I think.
Yeah.
And he steps back into the cage.
Okay, so she is going to plant the flower at the base of the cage near the dirt and say, "It is never too late to come back. Never."
He just stares out in not even at you, not at the flower, but like at a spot on the wall. He seems rather shocked.
She goes back and leans on the wall, defeated.
Illyria, you go over to the next cage, I guess, after you have given up.
Yeah, Illyria's... I don't think she'd be like, I'm going to get the others, and then we can talk.
This old guy actually steps a little bit closer to you as you approach the second
Like Illyria's just sort of like half... like she was kind of like, what's it called? Like in front of like, just like on like, almost like sitting in front of that cage, trying to get her to open up a bit, but she's gonna go to the other cage and get up.
Yeah, you spend some time coaxing, and she seemed extremely distressful. But as you raise yourself from your lowered position and turn to the second cage, Scannis is already there, and he says, I find what you're doing is admirable, but maybe wait until this whole Kirill situation has been dealt with. Do you want them to be running around and getting in it? In between it?
Is Carol coming back? Like soon?
She went down to hunt this morning. She will be here before nightfall. But she can be here right now.
I was hoping I could get them and we could leave once my companion was done with whatever she was doing.
When Sensei would rather die than to see you leave with these children. So, well, I guess that's up to you if you want to shed that blood or die. I don't know. I will protect Vincentia if something happens, just so you know.
I don't want to fight anybody I don't have to.
Good. Then let's keep the children safe for now, no?
I am not sure as but I would be alright with that.
Hey! Suleika! Vincentia! And all of you. How much time are we going to waste here, really? You're right, says Suleika. So what do you want to do?
We take the ones that want to return to their parents. And we leave.
I want to have a longer conversation about if they're halvers and where they're returning to, if they actually get fed. Have you seen some of the villages here? And Zuleika holds up her hand to try and stop Vincentia. Yes, we are going to have that conversation. And I understand that children is on everybody's mind right now. But honestly, what's the most pressing right now is what we do when Kiro returns. Are you just going to take them and try to get down? There's only one way out of this valley. The slope. What if you meet her halfway there?
If you hadn't noticed, we have giant fucking birds.
I have. Thank you. Don't need to be snarky.
I mean, you can get giant beds too.
And they can't carry them all.
What do you propose then? Fighting Kirill now?
I don't care. As long as we rescue Emil and fulfill this prophecy.
Then
With
we
no leads to go on other than Kirill struck a deal with Strahd.
Yes.
How about this as a proposal? The children that wishes to return with us will do so. And we will also take that blonde-head snake with us to try and coax information out of her to where the whereabouts of this Emil is. It's likely that we will have a better chance of getting things out of her once we are comfortable within the surroundings of our interrogation. Once we know Emil's location. And we will. We can send a messenger back here to tell you of the case, of that we are on it, but what you must do is hold Kirill off. If she has gone out hunting and is due to return, you are going to have to make up the story of why there are less children here. Or steer her away so she doesn't even know that they're gone. If you want change to happen within and for a better life, you have to do your part too.
It's not only my mouth that needs to be closed. It's everybody around us. And these dire wolves, they're not ours. We can issue orders to them, sure. But they didn't live here until Kirill and her pact.
Right.
So is he like she gesturing to the 3 direwolves or werewolves that are to the south or east there?
Yeah.
Well, then that's a complication we will just have to remedy. Has he?
Oh, really? I thought I would never get out this kink in my shoulder. Hey, not that fast. That would only make things even harder. How am I supposed to explain that the direwolves are dead too? And it's not only them, it's Vincentia, it's the Vanka, it's the children that you leave behind. The Skenis.
In all honesty, I'm itching to kill Kiro. And if that makes it easier for you all to go about and find your true pack leader. If Kirill is out of the picture, and those who wholly follow her. And this place is a kind of base of operations to find your pact leader properly. And also, with Kirill out of the way, safe passage for us to transport the children who wishes to leave and reunite with their parents properly, to go to them.
As I said, the situation is complicated, says Scannis across the way. You ought to remember that even this transgression against Emil, whatever has happened to him, Kirill won the challenge of Alpha. Until anybody challenges her and wins, it's our tradition, our sacred history, to respect that.
Gonna fucking pinch her fucking like brows right now.
Yes.
This fucking tradition this, tradition that. And she walks over to Essie and whisper into her ear, Essie, I'm quite tired of this tradition talk. Tell me, is there a cure for werewolfisms?
Yes, normally there is, if this the normal curse, but I'm a little bit confused over the happenings here, because when I got in my scrape with the werewolf here, and, you know, my leg had to be amputated, and Van Drichten helped me, I was not afflicted by the curse. So, whatever is going on here with the Red Fang is not working like the normal werewolf curse, and I don't know.
Well, that complicates things.
I know, but they're still werewolves. I mean, still, that guy over there, the smug one, the old one, he said he was Alpha 2, like, before, and Vincentia said she was Alpha before Emil. And they talk about murdering children and these horrible things and kidnapping them, like they were all in on it. Let's just take this lady and kill everybody else. She looks at you like this is the simplest solution in the whole world.
And Asphida's, like, half of Asphida's like, wonderful, I like this. I'm sick of this, and I like it. And the other one is like, now there's some complications.
Yeah.
On top of that.
Yeah, they conflicted.
So the half of Aspida is like, yeah, kill them all. I'm fucking tired of this goddamn tradition. Wipe it clean. On the other hand, it's like, oh shit, this goddamn prophecy, all of this.
So all I'm saying is, Scanner says and continues, is that while we're all a little bit confused of where we're standing right now, but if there is somebody who challenges for the Alpha in accordance to all the rules, then all of us will stand behind you in whatever decision that you make, as long as the traditions are honored.
Aspida, you know, she does truly look like she has the wildest migraine. You've never seen her have so much emotion, but in this migraine alone.
Yeah.
And Dragonborns don't have tails here, do they? I keep forgetting.
I leave it up to you. You decide.
Okay. Yeah, she has a fucking tail, and it's like on the ground in irritation right now. And because it's like one hand, we get this Kirill business out the goddamn way, and things just smooth over like butter, just beautiful butter.
Yeah.
And on the offhand, on the other side, great. Now I'm a goddamn werewolf. But I can figure the fuck out how to unwerewolf myself.
At some point.
I mean, I mean, at this point, Illyria is also just bite me already. Let's get this over with.
And Asna is just gonna be like, I want to see her dead. And she just kind of stands up, looks straight at Zuleika. And there truly is no way you will follow this tradition, this God-forsaken tradition that has put you in an awful position, mind you, to the death. You really need this tradition. That's what it takes. That's what it takes. Am I hearing this right?
When Sensia and Scannis looks at each other across the way, one an alpha 4 alphas ago, the other one 3 alphas ago, there's a bit of
How long do they live? How old are they?
I mean, you don't stay in your prime that long.
I guess, yeah, it's just like...
And they stare at each other across the way.
They must be fighting for it a lot.
A conversation passing between them, and when Sensia turns to you, Aspid, and says, "It has kept us safe."
And say that I get bitten, and I destroy Kirill, and I believe that this tradition is ridiculous. You are prompted to follow. Is that what I'm hearing?
Scannis is the one who talks this time. It's a bit complicated there too, but a bit more straightforward this time. I mean, Kirill has already changed the tradition of having a rite of strength before they're initiated, that they need to prove that they're worthy of it. Now we're just taking whoever. It will be met with a certain pushback. I mean, Gorek and Vela and Velek has basically left us, kinda. It depends upon how enthusiastic your werewolf friends will be afterwards. You see?
So not even that is set in stone. Even that shakes.
There is a reason for it.
I keep hearing about this reason, and all I keep hearing is a weak conviction.
Do you want to hear the reason?
Do say it.
All right. The Red Fang office has always been passed down as a sort of honor guard for the vampires in the Sarovich court. It's a long, long tradition, and a lot of history that we have actually lost now, which is very sad. Our primary charge was protect the royal family, and we took great pride in this. We had status, respect, and we believed it was a good cause. Then Emperor Barov died in this war in this valley, and the office was handed over, of course, from Emperor Barov to the promised son, the one who was chosen between the brothers to be the heir, Strad von Sarovich. Then, for some reason, out of some kind of madness, Strad von Sarovich decided to murder one of our churches, his brother, Sergei.
He knew about that.
It's been passed between Alpha to Alpha. I mean, Zuleika here is now outed at a whole prophecy, so I mean, I guess the cat's out of the bag at this point. Anyway.
No, not anyway. You knew about this?
We were there.
Hello?
Hello? Wait, did you not
Hello?
hear? What did you... Were you just talking? Or did you hear me?
Yes.
Arrow? Arrow! No!
Did we have losing arrow?
Snake! Snake! Snake!
No!
Pa, 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 pa. Pa, pa, pa.
Oh.
Oh no.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. Roar? Question mark?
Or
Roar? No!
F in chat.
Yeah, this is an F moment.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's...
I was
mean,
on
the
such a
revelation
roll.
was-
I was on such a roll.
The revelation was too much for Earl's internet.
Yeah.
Maybe
One
she's...
too many rolls on the play.
Yeah.
Well, it's been a good one.
Would be a heck of a cliffhanger though to
Yeah.
see. Arrow? Hello?
Hello?
Hello from the other side.
Tori is gonna watch you die.
Tell you want you to be my roleplay.
Oh no. Oh no.
Okay, so Discord servers are not working in East Coast.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Well,
That's not good. Well, I guess
As-
that's just one hell of a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
as Hamartia
Well,
looks across the way to Skenis with a dumbfounded expression on her face, asking, "You knew this all along?" We're going to end tonight's episode of Curse About the Misery.
I'm saturated.